Hey there, CJ Math students. So welcome to homework 5.5, two-step equations. Again, very similar to what we've been doing. I want you to check on the front. No need to check on the back except for the problems I tell you to. You got to get super good at this. It's the basis of all of your algebra that you're learning in high school. All right, so first one, we're going to add 1 to both sides. Cancels off. Drop down negative 6n, not just 6n, is equal to negative 54. That was a DSSM, different sign, subtract. Keep the sign that is more. We had more negatives there. We end up dividing by negative 6, not just 6, and we get n is equal to positive 9. Notice negative 9 was also an option. So negative 1 plus negative 6 parentheses, put in your answer, 9 is equal to negative 55. We're asking ourselves, is negative 1 indeed plus negative 54 equal to negative 55? And yes, it is. So we know that we have our correct answer again. If when you're doing this and the calculator shoots out something other than negative 55, you've picked the wrong answer. You got to go back and figure that out. So make sure you're checking on all these ones on the front. Here, we're going to go ahead and add, I meant to do this in a different color. I'm going to go ahead and add negative 2 to both sides. Cross those out, drop that down. We got 8 is equal to negative 4x. Watch your negatives. Divide by negative 4. That was a negative. So cancel those out. X is equal to negative 2, right? Luckily 2 wasn't answered. Check it by writing exactly how it is, but instead of x, we plug in negative 2. So we're asking ourselves, is 8 plus 2 indeed 10? Yes, it is. We know we have the right answer. Number 5, draw your Tetris, add negative 1. Those cross off, you get 5 is equal to x over 3. On these ones, you multiply by 3 on both sides. We see division, so therefore we multiply. X is equal to 15, positive 15. This was a DSSM here, 6 plus negative 1. So write the problem exactly as is. 6 is equal to 15 over 3, not x over 3 plus 1. And we're asking ourselves, is 5 plus 1 equal to 6? Yes, it is. And number 7, draw your Tetris. There's our constant, so add 3 to both sides. DSSM, that's not negative 7, that's not positive 7. Different sign, subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1, but there were more negatives, so negative 1. Bring this down. X over 10 is equal to negative 1. We see division, so we go ahead and we multiply by 10. Those cancel off. X is equal to negative 10. So check it by saying negative 3 plus not x over 10, but negative 10 over 10. Is that equal to negative 4? Well, negative 3 plus this is negative 1. Is that equal to negative 4? Yes, indeed. Negative 3 plus negative 1 equals negative 4. Okay, so make sure, again, you're checking on the front. On the back, you can skip the check for 9 and 10. Plus a negative. We add negative 7, add negative 7. That's a DSSN. Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign that we have more. So 56 minus 7 gives you positive 49. Since there were more positives, make sure you drop down negative 7k and then divide by negative 7. So k is equal to not positive 7, but negative 7 because this was a different sign's negative. All right, watch number 10. It is a different problem than number 9. You see division, you'll end up actually multiplying in number 10. All right, Julio sold half his comics books and then bought 9 more. So that x over 2 is the half, and then plus 9 is the 9 more he bought. He has 35. So there's our two-step equation. We will add negative 9 to both sides. Those cancel off. You'll drop down x over 2 equal to 35. DSSM, different sign, subtract. 35 minus 9 is actually 26. We see division, so therefore we multiply by 2 on both sides. X is equal to 52. So think about that. If you had 52, you sell half of them, you're left with 26. You buy 9 more, you get 35. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, number 12, similar to that. I'd pause and try and do that if I were you. So 13 through 16 are kind of different types of problems. Just imagine for a second that I covered this up. Don't do this on your paper, but just imagine. Look at that. That'd be a one-step equation where you knew right off the bat, I see division, so therefore I multiply both sides. That's exactly what we're doing. We're going to actually multiply both sides by the denominator, 12. It will cancel out. 12 times 1 is 12, equal to, bring that whole expression down, x plus 5. And now you just have a one-step equation. Plus -5, plus -5. Those cancel out. X gets dropped down. This is a DSSM, different sign, subtract more. 12 minus 5 is 7. There were more positives. It is 7. I do want you to check this. So 1 is equal to 7 plus 5 over 12. 1 is equal to, what is 7 plus 5? It's 12. Is 12 over 12 1? 1 is equal to 1. Absolutely. I'll do one more for you, 15. So again, we see the denominator is 25, plus negative there, multiply by 25. These cancel out because they're 1. 25 times -1 is -25 is equal to a plus -8. Be very aware of your negatives there. See, I was careful rewriting that. Now I add 8. This is a DSSM, different sign, subtract more. Those cancel out. I drop down my positive a. 25 minus 8 is really like 25, negative 25 plus 8 is really like 25 minus 8. So I get 17, but it's negative 17 because I had more negatives. So C is my answer. So rewrite -1 is equal to negative 17 plus -8 over 25. -1 is equal to, what's negative 17 plus negative 28? Well, that's negative 25 over 25. And what's negative 25 divided by 25? That's -1 is equal to -1. I know I have my right answer. Yes, check on 14 and 16. Call me if you have questions.